You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Okay. Answer his questions. Give him the info. Fill out the forms yourself. Now, I'm sure most people... I can't remember what Gix did, so forgive me if I copy him exactly, but... what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually answer all the questions. And if I don't like what it gives me, then I'll just create a custom class. But odds are I'll just go with what it gives me. That's why you answer the questions if you're not sure, right? So whatever your name is, let's answer some questions.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
Well, do not interfere in the natural evolution of events, but rather take the opportunity to learn more about a strange animal that you have never seen before. That's messed up, just standing there looking at a dying animal. I definitely would not do that, to be honest. Use herbs from your pack to put it to sleep, or draw your dagger, mercifully ending its life with a single thrust. Wow. I think I'd use the herbs, to be honest, because you figure it could like a dagger. You have to assume that would hurt for that split moment before you pass. So I'm gonna go with the herbs. Just put it to sleep, and then just kind of fades, because it really doesn't need any more bleeding. That's just cruel, just watching it as it goes away. So there you go.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Work in the forge with him, casting iron for a new plow. Go catch fish at the stream using a net and line. Gather herbs or herbs, I don't know how you guys pronounce it, for your mother who's preparing dinner. Honestly, they're all fairly interesting. You'd be sweating a lot and just some actual work with the casting the iron, but wow. But for a chore, I mean, odds are you're not getting paid for it, so these two would probably be the hardest labor, so but I like to fish, so I'm gonna go fishing.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him and use it constantly until he learns his lesson. But I mean, beat up your cousin and tell him that if he ever calls you that nickname again, you'll bloody him worse than this time. Definitely would not do that. I wouldn't resort to violence in any situation like that. Sorry, I was looking at a text message. And make up a story that makes your nickname a badge of honor instead of something humiliating. See, me, personally, like real life, it would be this one or this one. regardless, in game, out of game, I would not do this one. This, no. But I'd honestly do a combination of the two, but I would honestly probably go with the first one.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
In these times, it is a necessary evil. Although you do not necessarily like the idea, a telepath could have certain advantages during a time of war or in finding someone innocent of a crime. Loyal followers to the king have nothing to fear from a telepath. It is important to have a method of finding assassins and spies before it is too late. This is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his own, and no one, not even a king, has the right to make such an invasion into another human's mind. This is actually a really tough choice, because I understand this one, necessary evil, certain advantages during time of war and finding someone innocent of a crime. But this one, I mean, if you have a corrupt king, you'd want to dethrone them somehow, and sometimes that's assassination or sabotage with the espionage from spies. But it's not a terrible practice. I mean, I figure people who are telepaths they must be born with it. So I'm gonna say that it is a necessary evil. Although there is a lot of, there's some good choices between it all. So besides this one, although it's a practice, they say it's a practice, you must be born with it, so you can't have an opinion like that, I guess. Or I can't.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back.